Flash showtime with Triple G. Brace yourself for the things you'll see. From comic books to toys and more. And all cartoons that we adore. Pop culture, flicks and geeky stuff. We love it all and can't get enough. So settle in and enjoy the show. Please hit like and subscribe before you go.
How's it hanging, YouTube? It's Peter here, your Ginger Geordie geek. Welcome back to the channel for a bit of a move from our usual schedule of shows. We're live on Thursday night. I'm joined as usual by Sorrel and Efren. Good to see you guys. Mr. Keegan is out on a visit to see Sean James. You guys heard of Sean James? Musician? He's out to see Sean James tonight, so we're drafted in our good pal, comic lad Simon. Simon, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. How are you?
It's good. Always good to see you, bud. Always good to see you. So, for those of you that haven't watched this show before, we do it every 3 months or so. This is basically our Ask Us Anything show, where basically we'll have no slides. We'll talk about whatever the hell you guys want to talk about. We've got no script. So it could be a disaster. It could be utter tripe. Or we might talk about something interesting. I have had a few questions sent in from good old Instagram. But if there's anything burning you guys in the chat want to talk about, please stick a few questions in and we shall try our very best to ask them. But before we do that, chaps, how is everybody? How's everybody doing on this shitty... Efren, you won't understand the pain we're going through at the moment. It's been raining in the UK for, I think, about a solid week or something, if not longer.
Non-stop.
Every day. It's been horrendous. Yeah. But how are you guys?
We had rain yesterday. And next week it's supposed to be raining like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, no.
The weather has dipped down.
That's nothing on what else we've got.
But Efren, I've been to America, as has a number of the guys on the channel here. Even when it rains, it's like hot rain. And it evaporates when it hits the floor.
No,
it's not
that's
like proper
Florida.
rain.
That's different. Florida's different from California. I mean, it's... Okay, for me, it got cold. Okay, so it does get cold here in San Diego at times during the winter. You know, nothing extreme like the rest, like the East Coast where I see, you know, snow and those blizzard storms in New York that I saw in the news.
Yeah.
But before we go any further, 2 things. One, I will never buy a humongous Lego set ever again. If I was recording myself yesterday towards the end when I'm almost done, I yelled out in frustration because parts were falling off and I had to go back and find how to put it back in there. So it's like a car when you put a car back together and there's like pieces on the side that you don't know what to do with. That was my Lego set at the end.
So Simon, if you haven't been watching, mate, which I'm sure you will have been watching.
A little bit. I know he's been building
Enterprise.
Enterprise, yeah.
Whoa, what do you mean? You were about to say something to do with Star Trek or something, weren't you? Are you telling us you don't know what the Enterprise is?
Of course I know what the Enterprise is.
Yeah. What number is it? What's its license plate number?
USS something. Or something.
NCC 1701D. Okay.
It's
Not that good knowledge in Star Trek.
So you had fun building it at the end, Efren, is what you're
I
saying.
had fun until the very end. And at my house, I don't have a big house, so I just don't have space to put other Legos. I have these little Lego boxes that came with it, you know, like the Shuttle Bay one. I'm going to build that, but that's small. But something big like that, I like doing it. But at the end, it just got very frustrating. You know, parts just weren't connecting correctly and kept on falling off. And I had to go back on the app and find how to put it back.
Oh, please tell us you recorded it.
Did you record? I started recording it at the beginning, but I didn't have enough space on my phone to keep on recording it. So I just stopped.
I would have loved to see your frustration building it.
I went, fuck. I just yelled it
out. Efren did a swear. Efren did a swear.
It pissed me off. I almost felt like throwing the whole thing away. You know, it got that frustrating for me. I watched the show that you guys did. Sorrel, you will never tie me down and watch a scary movie unless I'm drunk. You know, I was telling the guys, it's just something to do with exorcisms, man. I go, nope. It just scarred me too much when I was a kid. You know,
they're my favorite types of horror movies as well.
Mine
the
as well.
exorcism ones. That's my favorite type.
And I was
a good haunted house thing and a good exorcism.
I only watch them during the day. You know.
Yeah, I think I'm the same as you, Sorrel. I'd choose a supernatural kind of spooky thing over a slashery, monstery thing any day. What about you, Shane? What's your flavour of? Are you allowed to watch horror? Because I mean, how old are you? 12?
I'm allowed to watch horror.
12 or 13?
I like
Does
my
Mammy let
zombie
you watch
movies.
it?
I like my zombie movies and things.
Zombies.
Like that. Yeah.
Like, okay, zombies. Anyway, chaps, let's just before we crack on, let's see who we've got in the chat. We've got Terry, Deadman, always good to see you, Terry. Hope you're doing well, pal. We've got Ash, nice to see you, bud. Bat Dan is in the chat, and we have got Shelley. Ask you anything? No, that's dangerous. Could go one way or the other. We've got Stephen. Good to see you, Stephen. I hope you're doing well, bud. And we've got Wayne. Hello, you sexy sods. Thank you for that. We've got Andrew. Well, this is going to be a mayhem. How long, guys, before we get on to food topics? Is my question.
About 4 minutes.
It's bound to come. I'm only here for my fellow East Midlander. Whereabouts are you, Dan? Whereabouts are you, pal? I'm not sure. Yeah. We've got Jason Parker.
Isn't he?
No, is he not? Is he?
Yeah, he's not.
We've got Jason in the chat. Haven't seen Jason for a long time. Hope you're doing well, Jason. Hope you and the family are good, pal. Love to get you on a show at some point, Jason. It'd be nice to catch up, bud. Nice to catch up. Going to Liverpool Comic Con, Jason. I know you had fun travelling there the last time. If you fancy popping up, Stephen, let the food-based questions flow. Stop moaning, Grandad. I don't know who that's aimed at. Who's that aimed at? Wayne. I bet it's me.
It'll be aimed at Ephraim moaning about how cold it gets.
He wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare call Ephraim a granddad. Surely to God.
Not yet.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's rained every day this year so far in Cardiff. God, yeah, absolutely. Ephraim sent the Lego to me. Has Simon changed his shirt since football? He's only got the one, Dan. He's only got the one. Pick me. I can vouch for Cardiff being wet, dripping wet. I bet it is, pal. Hi, Jason. Where have you been? Hey, Terry. I've been hiding under a rock. Thought I'd venture out. Come on, then, Triple G Comics. Read the rest of the dedication plaque. I haven't. You mean on the Lego set, Andrew? I haven't seen it. I just know that
in general.
All right, I just know the license plate because I'd once got, when I was very young and very, I bet Andrew's got it. I have to be careful what I say. I got the either the encyclopedia for Star Trek, or it was like the ship specs, and it had all the kind of the license plates and all that kind of stuff in. It was fun. Did I miss Ephraim dropping the Lego? Not yet, Chris. But he did do a swear. In fact, he did 2 swears. He said he did 2 swears. It was you can tell Ephraim's 3 swears. 3 swears. Sorrel, watch the bloody thing. He has. You've seen it, haven't you?
I've seen it.
You've watched it.
I bought it. I watched
Finally.
it. It was alright.
Oh,
It was
wow.
good.
I watched it decades ago.
Yeah.
It was
Did you just
alright.
say it's all right? It's great.
Alright. It was alright. It was alright movie.
Let me know in the chat, guys, what your flavour of horror is. We've just been talking about ours briefly. Let me know what your particular flavour of horror is.
I would consider that more sci-fi than horror. That was more sci-fi than horror.
Yeah, it's sci-fi.
100%.
It is sci-fi. Yeah. Yeah. But I think sci-fi and horror can quite often
Yeah, they do go quite
cross over.
nicely.
Is that what's wrong with America? Does it need an exorcism?
Yes.
It needs an enema, Andrew, I think. Both of you, yeah. Thank you very much. Sheriff's here. Sheriff Dunlop is in the chat. Good stuff, pal. I hope you've got some questions a warming for Fuzzy. Fuzzy, that book you mentioned to us today. What did you call it? Was it Bloody Hands or something? I spotted a review of it later on the day after you mentioned it, and it was getting really good reviews. Let us know again in the chat what the title was. I'm sure you said Bloody Hands or something. But it looked really interesting. But yeah, it had a great review. Just ordered the Lego Soundwave. Ooh, nice. I fancied that one, Wayne. I did fancy the Soundwave. Have you seen P2, a slasher movie? Was told it was good, so just order it. Not heard of that one. Any of you guys know that one?
No.
Too.
Not heard of that one,
Yeah.
Terry. Is that from some dodgy website, Terry? Is it got boobies on the cover? I bet it's got boobies on the cover.
If it had boobs on the cover, I would know about it 100%, Pete.
Yeah, it would be in your collection.
It would be
In a bad
collection
mood.
already.
Fuzzy is in a bad mood, or we're in a bad mood. Can't wait. Sutton in Ashfield, North Nottinghamshire. Pothole capital of the world. Good stuff. No Eyebrows is going to see Sean James today. It's a musical venue thing or something, I think, pal. Yeah.
Do you think he'll not watch it and just pop in here?
Well, he has you know what Mr. Keegan's like. I mean, he had a proper lip on that we're doing this show without him, to be fair. But my wife's out tonight, so it's the only night I've got, so I had to do it. So no doubt he'll pop in because he'll want to see what's happening. He'll be scared we're talking about him. Something like that. I like a slasher or an 80s zombie film. Yeah, that sounds cool, Chris. Bleeding Hearts, that was the book. Thank you, Fuzzy. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. There's a girl with an axe on the cover, but she's disappointingly she's dressed. Bloody Hands is the Geordie variant of Bleeding Hearts. That's how we say it. We've got Kenneth. Nice to see you, Ken. Hope you're doing well, bud. He lurks until someone says something derogatory, and then he pops up. Yeah, he does. You're absolutely right. Chaps. Right, Simon, we're going to start with you because we haven't seen you for a little while, pal. What you been up to? What you been reading? What you been watching? What you been doing?
Right.
Oh, you've upset Efren, Simon. You've upset Efren straight away.
Oh no. I've been to London. My sister got me tickets to see My Neighbor Totoro, which is a Studio Ghibli.
A what?
A Studio Ghibli.
Your mic's gone funny, Efren. Sorry, Simon. So,
Oh.
What's a studio? Do anybody? Hang on, before you answer. Does anybody? I'm looking to Efren first. Efren, me and you are around the same kind of, I think, mental age. What do you know what a Studio Ghibli is?
Ghibli.
Studio?
Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli.
Oh, you know what? It's Ghibli. My daughter loves it. My daughter, she's right here.
Oh, your daughter's in the chat. Yeah.
It's
what is it?
Japanese cartoon studio.
Yeah. She loves it. Yeah, she's into it.
He should know what it is. I watched the movies growing up. I'm going to assume, Sorrel, you know what Studio Ghibli is.
Did Spirited Away come from Ghibli? Was that Ghibli? It was, wasn't it? I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You must have seen Spirited Away, Pete. Most people have seen Spirited Away, even if they're not into anime and stuff.
It's an
It's East Midlands reach around.
What the F is Studio Gimbaloid? Hang on, before we move on to the chat, Efren, question directly for you before Simon tells me what a Gimbly is. Who's your favourite kid?
So I used to mess around with my daughter when she was younger. I'm divorced, but she goes, Dad, what do you do when I'm not around? I tell her my other daughter comes around, and her name is Barina, something like that. And the look on her face was like total shock. It's like, oh, my other daughter comes around.
So has she been in therapy for long then to deal with that? Good stuff. Okay, tell within Simon, what is a Studio Gimboid?
Studio Ghibli is a studio that created like loads of like child-friendly anime, like Spirited Away and things like that. They're known for their like they've had loads of movies and big hits. So My Neighbor Totoro is like their mascot and it looks like a big how do I describe it? A big like creature thing. But yeah, it's at the theatre, and it's like the puppetry and everything was amazing.
Oh, so like a theatre show of this movie that they're talking about in the chat.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, so that's what I went to. Went to London to see that with my brother and sister. So
the mascot looks like if you crossed a big bear with a big owl.
That's it. Yeah.
Ah, right. I think I might have seen
you'll
that.
You'll know it as soon as you see it.
Howl's Moving Castle is my favourite. Seen that one, Simon?
I've seen most Studio Ghibli.
Anything to say about it?
Well,
did you enjoy the film, Simon? Was it good?
The theatre, yeah, it was really good. So yeah.
How about Howl's Moving Castle? Did you like that one?
Yeah. Howl's Moving Castle is a really good one. So worth a watch. So.
You went to the stage play, didn't you? You went to the West End stage play. Is that what you went to see?
No, in London.
Yeah, it weren't animation you saw, was it? It was a live on stage.
Live stage show.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Just before we continue, Simon, Vampire Alien 1163. Hi, folks. I often watch your streams, but it's the first time chatting. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. We've got a very, very friendly bunch in the chats. Vampire Alien. So please feel free to chat away. The guys and girls will, I'm sure, welcome you and keep you entertained as we prattle on. Every Ghibli Dibbly movie is worth watching, and you can all hand back your nerd cards. I feel like people are just putting words together. See, I'm with you. I'm with you. You should be on the show to tell me what it's about. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting out from Simon, so we need someone to talk to and tell what it's all about.
I tell you what, though, Pete. After reading that synopsis of that comic that Fuzzy mentioned, I might pick that up myself. That Bleeding Hearts. It sounds really good.
Yeah. Well, Fuzzy, I know Fuzzy's recommendations are always bang on. And then, like I say, after he messaged us about it, I saw a review and it said it was really good. So yeah, I'm gonna give that one a go.
After our show the other day, I did message my comic book guy about that Dorko.
Yes.
And he had a copy. He had a copy left, so I'm like, yes, he's pulled it. So I'm gonna get that on Saturday when I go down.
Nice.
Fair.
Have you guys read it
copy
yet?
of that.
Has anybody
I
read
haven't read it yet. I'm looking forward to it though. It looks good. As soon as I was googling it when we were talking about it, obviously the price of it helped me Google it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it does look up my street anyway. It's like a little Goblin New York thing. It's
Yeah,
it looks fun.
it's getting really good reviews. You're in a good place if you can get it for cover price from your local comic shop. I think. Well, I had a quick look after the show, and the average price was around about 20-30 quid on eBay. So it's rocketed it up. Simon, so you've been to London.
Yeah.
What else have you been up to, pal?
I'm into a nude car game, which I'm addicted to. In fact, I'm buying 3 boxes tomorrow of it. So, you know, League of Legends.
Yeah.
Is the game which I'm big into around Arcane. So it's the card game of that. So it's called Riftbound.
Okay,
So,
right. Is that not the one? Did we show off some figures from Hot Toys for Arcane a while ago?
You did, yes, yeah,
Okay.
with Jinx and Vi. So yeah.
Okay, very cool. Okie dokie. Lots of people talking about that book. It's sold well over $100. Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Simon, you found out how to play Uno yet? Harsh. Absolutely harsh. Sorrel, what have you been up to, pal? Because you've been out and about today, haven't you?
I have. Yeah, I've got some new DVDs of some films that I've not watched yet. I picked a bunch up the other day as well, so I've got a proper little stack going on now of films I actually need to sit and bloody watch now. Look at this little stack going on. Look at that.
Wow.
Bought them all this week, so I've got a massive stack of films now.
I have to say, I can't remember. Be interested about Efren and Simon as well. I can't remember the last time I bought a DVD or a Blu-ray.
So the thing is, I like physical media. I always have done.
Yeah.
I like having the tangible thing in my collection because a lot of the time, it was only recently that 28 Weeks Later was like one of the hardest films to find streaming wise.
Yeah.
Recently come back because of the new film. It wasn't available for the longest time. The DVDs were worth a fortune on eBay for a little bit. So I like having all these horror films in my collection. I could just pull them out whenever I want them, but I have to rely on Netflix or Amazon to have it.
True. Yeah.
Well, I mean, a friend who we used to do a lot of streams with, Luke from Hydra Collectibles, he did a lot of content on physical media and stuff. So if you're interested in physical media, guys in the chat, please do go check out Luke's channel. I'm sure it's still there because he hasn't done anything for a while, but I'm sure his content is still there. So go check out his stuff because he's done a lot of stuff on physical media. Efren, do you buy a lot of DVDs and stuff, or are you just streaming?
I used to back in the day. I used to buy them constantly. You know, I haven't bought any for, I'd say, at least 5 to 10 years. I think now I just don't buy them. But sometimes I look at some of them that are for sale, and the cases are unique and different. If I would buy any, it'd be because sometimes the cases look really cool.
Yeah.
You know, so, but, you know, like if the Avengers one, when the new movie comes out, if it's like really nice looking, there was a Back to the Future one that I wanted to get, but I just didn't get it. You know, I think I would do that just to have it, you know, like a collector, almost like buying a comic book for me, you know, but I haven't in a long time.
I mean, I remember, I don't think it was even DVD, I think it was VHS, but back in the day, do you remember when Independence Day came out?
Yeah.
The video for that had like a lenticular cover. So it had the White House, and then it had the kind of the explosion and stuff. I remember getting that at the time and really getting into kind of collecting videos and stuff. But you kind of give them away now, in terms of trying to resell them and whatnot.
Speaking of saying that I'm old, back in the day, before DVDs really took off, there used to be like regular album-sized discs for movies. And I had some. I had the system, and I bought a few of them too.
Was that laser discs?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did with them, but I used to have a laser disc. They were like album size, that big, compared to the DVDs now, so that was crazy. Yeah.
The thing is, like, you find things like this in a charity shop for £1, a nice old-fashioned case. And the thing is, it's still got all its art cards and everything inside there. It's got little books and things with all like information about the film and like interviews with the directors, like proper behind-the-scenes photographs.
Yeah.
These are bits you don't get when you stream.
Yeah.
Well, certainly I remember with the whole, when DVDs started getting popular, the reason I was enjoying them was for like the add-ons and the cutscenes and stuff. Before kind of YouTube and all that kind of took off, it was the only place you could really see kind of scenes that weren't added into the theatrical releases and stuff,
Yeah.
Simon,
and same with Disney Plus. A lot of the films like Peter Pan now have been so heavily edited on Disney Plus because of the some of the things in it aren't as PC as they once were. But that film is like half the runtime it used to be. They removed so much of it. Yeah. But another thing as well is you won't find films like that on streaming anymore. The original King Kong versus Godzilla, and again from a little stupid charity shop for £1.
It's James Keegan. Is that James Keegan on the back? Very cool. Simon, a lot of the stuff you watch then, the Japanese anime and stuff like that, I would imagine you've got to buy it on DVD. Have you? Or can you stream that kind of stuff?
No, there's a streaming website that I pay for called Crunchyroll.
My son used to be on that.
Yeah. So that's like the anime streaming, and there's a lot on Netflix now as well. They have a big chunk. But there is old school anime when I watched when I was 11 that you cannot get hold of anymore. You cannot really find it, like Vampire Hunter D and all these old ones, and the original Berserk, because they've remade it and things like that. You just can't find them. So, Sorrel's right. The physical media is sort of it's nice to own it because you've got to think all these streaming sites have the control. So I collect Xbox 360 games and all the old like a few PS2 games just because I like to own, and I think I'm a big believer that physical media will be dying out soon. It's nice to get it now. So
I've still got that Vampire Hunter D on DVD from when it first came out, when my mum bought me it from when I was a kid, and I've still got it to this day, along with all the old like original Street Fighter animes and all that. I've got them all still.
You've got them all, yeah.
I've
got them all.
Other than comic books, I'm not really a physical media collector. I do have a lot of DVDs and stuff like that, but I've very nearly hit the buy it now on eBay the other day because I noticed I had a graded copy of the original Batman '89 VHS.
Wow!
And I've never wanted it, but I just saw it and I thought I knew CGC were grading videos and things like that. And then I had to kind of talk myself out of it and think, what the hell? Why would I want that? What would I do with that? But it really did appeal for a little while.
Some
Simon,
of the guys in the chat might be happy to know that. I know you're mentioning obviously Hide Your Collectibles channel, but I'm going to do a lot more like physical media content this year.
Okay.
It's going to be a new because I collect it when I'm off camera, so I may as well talk about it on camera.
Yeah.
A lot of people do seem interested in the whole physical media thing, especially nowadays with it dying out as much as it is. Well, so I kind of want to be one of the people talking about.
Luke did very well with some content on physical media. He did really well with it, really well. Yeah. Simon, we've got season 2 of One Piece coming out. Excited for that?
Yeah,
trailer looks good.
It does look really good. Yeah, I am excited. So, yeah,
good stuff. Let's just see what the chat are saying, guys. See if there's any questions in the chat. Talking of anime, I recently watched the Cowboy Bebop live-action series on Netflix. Really enjoyed it. I think they cancelled that before it even finished airing, I think, Stephen.
They cancelled it, I know that.
Yeah. Any of you guys watch it?
No, never watched it.
Did watch it, yeah. It doesn't obviously compare up to the anime, but it was an okay live adaptation. So it's the trouble is it's so hard to make amazing anime live adaptations. Really is. So
the thing is, I found out recently, One Piece the anime has got like over 1,000 episodes now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And And the,
Well,
and the Netflix one's like nothing by comparison to the original. The anime's
Nothing.
so good.
Nothing. I'm reading the manga. It's still going on now, so I read it every week, and it comes out every Sunday. And yeah, it's still. I think he's going to stop it next year. That's when it ends. So
Okay.
yeah.
Looking forward to that. Okay, here's a good question. What's your favourite horror film? That's a tough one. I'll start off whilst you guys are thinking then. Mine's an old one. I've talked about this one a few times, Serena. It's a film called Fright Night, which is a vampire movie from the 80s. Just really good. It's what I class as... It is horror, because it's vampires and monsters and blood, but it's kind of almost entry-level horror. It's not horrifically scary. It's got a great cast, and it's funny. It's got some good humour in it. Got a brilliant character played by the chap, Efren, you'll have to help us, chap from Planet of the Apes. Is it Roddy? No. Roddy
McDowell.
Roddy McDowell.
Roddy McDowell, yeah.
He plays like a TV vampire hunter in it, which is just really... They did a remake. Well, they did some sequels, but best keep away from them. And then they did a remake with... who played Bullseye? Colin Farrell, is it?
Colin Farrell.
Yes.
Colin Farrell, which is actually quite good. I quite like that. It's well worth checking out. How about you, Sorrel? We'll start with you.
I think people always have that assumption that horror has to be scary, and it doesn't. Horror is just a genre. It can be multiple things. A lot of the horror films that I love the most aren't scary at all, like Dusk Till Dawn. That is one of my absolute favourites of all time. I can put that on at any point and always have a good time. Bride of Chucky is another personal favourite. Love Bride of Chucky. And Lost Boys. Love the Lost Boys.
Took mine away.
Yeah, sorry, Lost Boys. We, myself and Mr. Keegan watched Lost Boys live at For the Love of Horror a few years ago with Jason Patrick, who plays one of the main characters in it. Very great. Brilliant film. Simon, how about yourself?
So obviously I like my Japanese or Korean horrors as well, like going back to like The Ring in the Ring days. That was amazing.
That was, do you know what, Simon? Just mentioning that. At the time, that just took the world by storm, didn't it? The Ring, and what was the other one? They remade it with Sarah Michelle Gellar. The Grudge. The Grudge. Efren, they're definitely not ones for you, pal.
The Grudge still scares me.
Which one was the one? Because I think it was at the same time where there was a little girl who drowned in like a water tower on top of a building. Or was that The Grudge?
That's The Ring. That's The Ring.
Yeah.
No,
that's a water tower.
No, that's a well.
Oh, you're about the real life thing. You're about the girl that was in the lift and stuff. They're in the hotel
No,
Cecil, all that.
I can't remember what the film was. It was a similar kind of thing, but it ended up basically where the houses they were living in, there was one of those. You get them in America, we don't get them over here. One of those water tower things, and there was a little girl in the water tower. Can't remember what that one was called. Anyway. So sorry, Simon, I interrupted you. The Ring,
obviously, and then UK one, probably, American, Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, I love Jeepers. We're not allowed to talk about that anymore because the man's weirdo. He did some naughty things, didn't he? But the original Jeepers Creepers was a class film. You seen that one, Efren?
No.
It's one where the thing comes out of hiding every however many years, and it harvests body parts that are decaying on it. So if its eyesight's starting to go, it'll capture you and take your eyes and replace its eyes with your eyes. You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Final Fantasy franchise as well, for just fun horror, you know? Efren, what about yourself, bud?
Well, like Sorrel said, Lost Boys, that one was kind of Kiefer Sutherland. But a recent one that I just watched like about a month ago was on Netflix. I think it was directed by Guillermo del Toro, was Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Such a great
That was a good one because they humanized Frankenstein more. You know, the monster was the doctor.
Yeah.
You know, but I thought, oh, wow, this one took me completely by surprise. And it was a horror film, but it didn't scare me that much, you know. But like, you know, Sorrel said, it doesn't have to be scary jumping out. But I thought that was such a well done film.
I thought that was really, really phenomenal movie. And the horror in it, like the grossness, wasn't really to do with the monster. It was like the side stuff, like when Christoph, what you call him, falls and he's brains splatter all over the
Yeah.
floor. It was like, whoa, come on, man. And the bodies when they were cutting them up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great question. Great question. Thank you very much. Ladies and gents in the chat, please stick in the chat if you haven't already what your favourite horror movie is as we're working down these questions. Chris, physical media always brings a little tear to my eye. Luke, wherefore art thou, Luke? Yeah. We do miss Luke. We do miss Luke. I talk to him very rarely, but now and then. Messaged a few times over Christmas. So he's still out there. He's working hard, working in a school at the moment, but he's doing well. Comic Deal. I love getting physical with my media. Bet you do. Trick or Treat. Yeah. Was hard to find on streaming. It was, Ash. You're right. Great film that. You guys all seen it? Well, I know Sorrel's seen it.
No.
You guys seen it? Simon, yeah. Trick or Treat's again I don't know how you classify it. It's horror.
It's not an
but it's
introduction
fun.
level horror. It's like one up from an introduction level.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's a little
But
bit more
it's
of a
fun.
serious film, but it's still fun. Yeah, it's not overly graphic. It's still quite fun. It's more spooky than fun.
Yeah.
Like Efren might, I don't know, they're probably all right with that. I think there's only one scene that everyone might struggle with in that, and that's the kids in the lift thing. You know, when they're
Yeah.
playing the girl.
Yeah.
That's when I
Yeah.
take my
Like
first drink.
ghost kids in it.
It's worth watching. It's my kind of. It's how I like horror comics. It's the one where there are 3 or 4 little tales, 20 minutes each, but each of the tales kind of interlinks in some way and kind of come together at the end, which is my kind of storytelling. I like that. We used to have so many videos, DVDs. I remember that.
Yeah.
We used to have big collections. I
Yeah.
think most people did, didn't they? I mean, we had our garage full of them up until relatively recently, and we took them. We've got a chain over here, Efren. You probably haven't got it, called CEX, where you can take old videos and DVDs, and they'll scan them and give you 10 pence per video, kind of thing, or whatever. We took 3 boxes to checks, and they said we'll do the first 10. The rest we're not interested in. Thanks very much. So we ended up giving them all to a charity shop. It was, yeah. Anyway, what I miss about physical media, audio commentaries. Yeah, that's very, very true. Very true. Used to
I'd be
get some really good ones.
I'd be interested to know from the chat that are obviously interested in movies and stuff. Would anyone listen to like an audio commentary? Say if like me, Pete, and Efren sat and watched the Lost Boys and just had an absolute giggle and ate some popcorn and talked over the movie basically with each other. Would you guys sit and listen to that as an audio commentary? Let us know in the comments.
How do you get around that with copywriting and stuff?
Well, we're not showing the movie, and we're just listening to it on our own televisions. You know what I mean? You can have your earpiece in listening to it, and we just talk like this on a microphone live.
Yeah.
And you do that thing at the beginning where you go, right, guys, we're going to start the movie in 3, 2, 1, click.
I have
all three
seen.
of us all go at the same time, and we're all watching it in sync.
I have seen other channels who have the video up, and I don't know how they.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. I had that Independence Day VHS. It's a classic, Andrew. I buy some 4K movies, but DVDs and Blu-rays I wouldn't really bother with. I do have some box sets. Laserdisc. I had a load of Confessions discs. Yeah. I do have the Deluxe Garbage Pickers movie box set.
Wow.
Not because of the film is good, but because ooh, Stephen, I don't think I've seen it. Send some photos, Stephen, via Insta so I can have a little look-see. I remember the Garbage Pail Kids movie. I think me and Chris were talking about this a little while ago. But it's years and years since I've seen it. Any of you guys seen that movie?
I knew there was one.
It was late 80s, I think, Efren, and it was horrific from memory.
Terrible.
As in, like, a really bad movie. And the puppets were just, like, nightmare fuel. They were horrible. Absolutely horrible.
It's become a bit of a cult classic, though, now.
I'd like to rewatch
like
that.
Blu-ray box set and stuff. There's like a Blu-ray box set available now, I think. I'm sure it's in my comic book store. I'm pretty sure he's got it.
That might be a one I need to add onto my watch list to do a review on. I still keep my physical media, especially as some series keep having their music changed on streaming. Oh, that's interesting.
Put it this way, that 70s show is like no longer available anywhere now because of that one guy that did something a bit daft. Hyde, I think he was the character.
Yeah.
You cannot watch that 70s show anywhere now, and I loved that show growing
Over
up.
there?
Over in England, yeah, it's not available anywhere over there now.
I'm gonna look to see if they have it here. I'll let you guys know. Not right now, but I'll see if it's available. You know.
I'm still hoping for a physical media release of the original Spaceship Battle, Yamato, and Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Any of you guys know what they are?
No, never heard of it. But hey,
Simon?
as long as you want them.
Not by. It doesn't ring to bell.
Doesn't ring any bells for me, them ones, Andrew.
No.
Not sure I've heard of them ones. I want the show to get the anime Guyver Dark Hero. I remember that.
I
Good
remember
sold
Guyver,
old VHS. Guyver was it never really took off massively over here, did it? But it was popular, I think, in the States for a while.
Yeah.
Big Believer, Crunchyroll, Take Me Home to the Filth. I have the DVD box set of Batman 60 series that includes all episodes and the movie. Rewatched the movie a little while ago. Stunning. I mean, just stunning. There's a great, I think it's Instagram. There's a great account which is, I think it's called something along the lines of "I don't believe Batman 66 was a real thing." That's the name of the account, and all it does is put clips of Batman, and it's just. They've picked like the things where he's doing the most ridiculous, stupid stuff, you know. And he's like saying, "This can't really have been on TV." But yeah, it's brilliant. Oh, Fuzzy! If someone had to narrate your autobiography, who would you choose and why? That's a really good one. That's a really good one. I mean, you see, I would love to pick someone like with real gravitas, like Sir Anthony Hopkins or something like that. But I guess it would have to be a Geordie, wouldn't it?
I'm not going that deep. I'm going to say Megan Fox because it made my life sound so much sexier.
That's weird. Would she really be good at narrating?
She can't read. Can she read, Megan Fox?
You saw in that AI movie. Jesus, it's awful.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the easy
that
answer.
movie was brilliant. If you put it on mute, that millions. That's a brilliant movie on mute.
Of course it is.
When the wife's
Easy
out,
answer.
you're all alone.
Easy answer for me, Ant and Dick. That's nice and easy. Or Jimmy Neal. Jimmy Neal. Sorrel's going. Yeah. Simon, who's oh, God,
I mean,
Simon.
you've got to go with Morgan Freeman. That voice is like the best, isn't it? For narrating.
Morgan Freeman.
Narrating
Yeah.
Simon's life. Can you imagine Morgan Freeman narrating Simon's life? And then I watched Cowboy Bebop, and it was the best TV.
Efren, how about yourself?
I just watched him in a TV show, and I fell in love with him. Sir Ben Kingsley.
Oh yes.
I was like, I could listen to him talk all day long. You know?
But hang on now. What voice are you wanting him to do? Is he doing Trevor or is he doing the Mandarin?
Trevor.
Oh, you see, I would have gone Mandarin. The Mandarin.
Really?
I love it whenever he flips into Mandarin. I can't do the impression. Sorry, I'm sure I will. But I can't do the Mandarin impression. But I just love it. I love it. It's that end bit of Wonder Man where he does when he's getting into the car and they've arrested him and he says you never saw me coming or whatever, and phenomenal.
I just looked really quick. The 70s show, they show it on Amazon Prime here and Peacock.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Might check out the anime Cowboy Bebop then. Well, we've got Connie in the chat. Connie, I sent your package yesterday. The comics you won. I stuck a few extra books in there for you and a mug. So let us know when it arrives, please. Dark Water. That's the film I'm thinking of. Thank you, Podrace and Palpatine. Dark Water. Any of you guys seen that one?
Yeah.
I mean, I've spoiled the end for you now.
I've seen the Hollywood version, but I don't think I've seen the original Japanese version. There is a Japanese version of that. I'm sure that's from the same writer that made The Ring, isn't it?
I have
Dark
watched
Water.
the American version one. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen the original J-horror one, though, because that is by the same writer that made The Ring, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Like Spiral
Maybe.
and that. They're all by the same author.
I just remember they all came out like roughly around the same time.
Because I read the original novel of the Ring when I was a teenager. I had The Ring on as a book.
Podrace and Palpatine, you're absolutely right. I saw the American remake because I remember Jennifer Connelly being in it. So yeah. It was all right, actually. It was all right. It was a decent movie. Frankenstein was good, but I actually preferred the Nosferatu remake. I wasn't blown away by Nosferatu, I have to say.
Don't speak ill of Nosferatu.
I know. I just didn't. I found it. Well, one, I found some of the accents horrific, absolutely horrific. But yeah.
If you feel that way, then definitely don't watch that new Dracula film I told you about because you will fucking hate that.
Yeah.
It's like that, but on a lower budget.
God. The original Exorcist is probably my favourite. We've got a new one coming out, Dan. We've got an Exorcist coming out with Lawrence Fishburne and also Scarlett Johansson. So that's going to be an interesting one. We've got 20 odd people in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody. Really do appreciate you watching. Please do make sure you go check out Past Point Comics and also Super Sorrel and give them a subscribe and a thumbs up if you're not already. We've got Joshy Boy. Nice to see you, pal. I hope you're doing well. Wayne, one of my favourite horror films is The Entity. Now, I've seen that, but I can't remember it. Anybody remember it?
Can't remember off the top of my head. There's so many in there.
I'm sure I know the name. I think that's a real either late 80s one about a family that gets possessed or there's a possession in the house. I'm sure I've seen that one and Wayne's right, freaked us out.
No, I've not seen that one.
Is it a ghost? Am I right? Is it like a ghost story kind
Really
of?
old one. Yeah, ghost story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh God,
Wayne,
yeah.
is that the one, remind us, is that the one where they try to flee the house and the entity thing follows them and they stop the car and it's like in the picnic site or something and they look up and they see the black shadow, horrendous special effects, but they see the black shadow of the thing following them.
Yeah, and the synopsis of the film, it does naughty things to her as well, Pete.
Yes, it does. You're right. You're right. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Peter, they don't take wedding videos as I tried. You three, no.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Fuzzy. Thanks, Fuzzy. I'd listen to you guys doing a commentary, but only if it's Simon Lord talking about a movie he's never seen before. The sheriff has spoken. No. If you want someone to gas on and irritate me while I try and watch a film, I'll just watch one. Yeah, with the wife. I've got all that 70s show in DVD for that exact reason. Mark Hamill was in Guyver. Yeah, I remember that, bud. I remember that. That was funny. Both sci-fi anime series that have been remade in the last few years. Spaceship and Battleship Yamato is known as Star Blazers in English. Terrible title. Still don't. Andrew, Andrew again send us a screenshot of it's ones that aren't flagging in my brain. They released it as Mutronics here. Kitty Fiddling is now classed as a bit daft. We didn't want to say Kitty Fiddling live on screen. Oh, just have Kitty Fiddling. Who would you swap lives? Who would you swap lives with out of the four of you? Oh, Wayne, that's a deep question.
Efren, Glorious Sunshine. Yeah. He's got all them books he's got to read. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We all want to be Efren.
Yeah.
I picked for the same reason. I picked Sorrel because all the toys he has, and if he gets through the mail, I went, damn it, and I'd be able to hold his YouTube plaque too. So.
Yeah.
You do have to forfeit a leg though, sadly.
That is true. I mean, yeah, Efren is the obvious answer because nice son, and also, well, he's got a job now. But I was going to say retired, so a nice chill lifestyle. But in Simon, I mean this in the nicest possible way. There's something nice about just being Simon and just kind of just being oblivious. Do you know what I mean? And just wandering through life happy with that little smile on his face. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, waving at people, random people in the street. And yeah, that would be quite nice.
Down the street.
Yeah.
Don't ever let Simon in your car though with coffee. So.
Oh,
yeah.
The story, Sorrel. When I first met Simon, came to San Diego a few years ago, and we met up, and he got into my car and he had some coffee, and he spilled coffee on the side of my car and cried. I was like, damn it.
It was an accident. It's an accident.
Yeah. That's a good question, Wayne. Come on, Sorrel. Surely yours is Elvira.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good shout. That is a good shout.
Wayne, how are you, man? Who will you marry, snog, avoid between the four of you? I don't know.
The one question we won't answer.
Taking that as a personal insult, gentlemen. Thank you.
If you could live a day in one of your panel members' shoes,
Christ.
Who would it be and why?
Efren, again, all them comic books.
Yeah, Efren's going to San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
I've known him the longest, and so I would say Peter. To live in England too for a while, because I visited it, but that was just barely anything that I can really hold on to, just the memories of it.
Yeah,
It would be for more than a day, actually, because I'd like to see the country a lot more. Just be able to see stuff.
Yeah, come when it's warmer, Efren. Come when it's warmer.
For sure.
Yeah.
Don't come this month.
Pick 5 EastEnders. Efren, EastEnders is a UK soap opera.
Oh, okay.
And what
Even name
superhero
5.
team would you have them join? And what would their powers be? C4 Darkman, I really do appreciate the question, but I couldn't give you any EastEnders other than Doc Cotton. You guys?
Pat Butcher. That's about the only one I know, I think.
Who was the other one? I can't remember him. I can't remember the name.
Help out in the chat, please. Simon would like to know who was the other one. I'm going to go. Who are the other 2 brothers from EastEnders?
That's
Mitchell Brothers.
thinking.
Yeah,
Mitchell
yeah.
Brothers.
That's it, Mitchell Brothers.
That's the
Yeah.
ones.
Mitchell Brothers.
Yeah.
So we'll go Mitchell Brothers, Pat Butcher,
Who was
Frank
there,
Butcher. You've got to have Frank Butcher. I love Frank Butcher.
Who's the one who says, "I've got nothing left"? That one. Like in the meme, he's "I've got nothing left."
Oh,
And he
is
said
that's
That's what I'm trying to think.
you owned the fish and chip shop?
Yeah.
Efren hasn't got a clue what we're talking about.
Yeah, he's got no idea.
You owned a fish and chip. Was it Ian Beale?
That's it, Ian Beale. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We
we're
got-
struggling
we got
through
there.
that.
We
We
got
got
there.
5. We got 5 guys. What team are we having them join? The West Coast Avengers or something shite like that, surely. Yeah. Right. Question from Andrew. Your entire collection goes up in smoke. Oof. What's the first thing you buy when the insurance pays out? That's a brilliant question, Andrew. That's a brilliant question. While the guys are thinking, I'm at a bit of a funny point in my collecting at the moment. I was chatting with Andy, Perpetual Comics, the other day. I think I'm at the stage where I'm very near to selling everything. I have to be honest.
Wow.
And I don't know. I think for me, as I've said many a time on my videos about toy hunting and stuff like that, it's the thrill of the chase. I don't know how Efren feels, but once you've got some of the bigger books, I never look at them. Do you know what I mean? I don't go back and spend any time with them or anything like that. I just have them, and the excitement goes a little bit. So I guess in answer to your question, I certainly wouldn't replace like for like. I'd probably rather put the money into some adventures, and I wouldn't buy an item. I would buy some tickets to San Diego Comic Con and some holidays or something along those lines, rather than a physical item, I think, at the moment. That said, Andrew, a month's time, that could completely change, and I could be desperately trying to buy 15 copies of a blind bag or something ridiculous like that. Efren, we'll start with you, bud.
If my collection went up in smoke, I don't think I'd buy any more comic books. I mean, I wouldn't want to start all over. If it was a lot of money, I think I'd just go on vacations, go some places, that I haven't been, travel a lot more, just, like I said, I still want to go back to Europe. I still want to, do it, besides going to a con with you guys, which I had a blast. I would love to do that again if you'd fucking change it from December or, it's like, freaking, I said freaking. Maybe it came out wrong.
Definitely came out wrong.
I did. I'm sorry. I mean, I would like to travel again. I would like to go back to Europe, as I had never been. And there's so much things you just don't. You only have a certain amount of time to do things in life, and I just really want to travel a lot more.
I think so, Efren. That's very similar to me, and I think I don't know if it's no disrespect. I don't know if it's an age thing or what. But there comes a point where actually, if I think of the last few years, what have I enjoyed doing? This sounds really soppy. What have I enjoyed doing more? Is it buying my X-Men 1? Or is it going to Thought Bubble, going to London, meeting up with guys in Liverpool? And it's definitely the experiences more than the physical items. So I would definitely lean towards that. So I'm with you, Efren.
If I could only go to one more con, and as much as I enjoy San Diego Comic-Con, don't get me wrong, meeting you guys was just a different experience.
Yeah.
I always say this when we did that video. I said just all your kindness and the way you guys just welcomed me in. I was like, damn it, not that I don't have that in San Diego, but it's just different.
Yeah.
So.
Simon, what about yourself, bud?
Not so much like comics and things like that. I suppose my biggest thing would be my PC because I game so much.
Yeah.
So if I, insurance claim I had to, it would be replacing the PC.
So just imagine everything went up like Andrew's saying. You've got a lot of money coming in. Are you setting yourself up with like the Oracle clock tower, PCs everywhere, screens? Are you going full hog, or are you just buying a Billy Basic PC?
No, I'd go full hog. Yeah,
Full hog.
Yeah. You've got to get the best PC part. I've got a good graphics card as it is. So.
I think it depends on the age too, because us older people would rather do different things. Get back our collection.
Sorrel.
Again, I don't go that deep. I'm not very materialistic. I just want this back.
Yeah.
A doll.
Is that from a movie or a?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just it's not from the movie. It's just a
Bride of Chucky, isn't it?
It's the Bride of Chucky doll. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's not a screen use or anything. It's just a doll, but I love it. She's nice.
Okay. I
like how that face said he touches that doll. He touches that.
I was going to say, I bet that doll has seen some sights. That's
seen
all I'm going to
some
say.
shit, mate.
It's about a lady that gets raped by a goat. Yeah, that's the one I thought it was, pal. Bethany, nice to see you. What if I don't leave the milk out? What will happen?
I think that is in reference to the thing I put up on my channel earlier, which was
right.
Tonight is Thursday the 12th. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Make sure you leave out milk and cookies for Jason.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'd pick Simon. Whatever he's on, it must be good. Go. We've got questions from Comic Deal. Question: do you ever buy Topps branded trading card sets? And if so, who is your favourite Topps sketch card artist? This comment is sponsored. A comment brought to you by the good people at Topps. So the truth is, I don't buy a lot of trading cards, James. But if I was to buy a trading card, it would definitely be by my favourite Topps artist, which is obviously yourself. But I did buy these recently. I've showed these off. These are some Transformers cards that my good friend Fuzzy Dunlop pointed us in the direction of. These are from the Energon Universe Skybound set, and they are absolutely stunning. But I don't buy a lot of trading cards. What about the rest of you guys? Are you trading card men?
I'm not necessarily, but I mean, if they ever did like re-releases of like the Mars Attacks ones and things like that, I'd be all over them in a heartbeat. If they're ever a good horror one, I'd be all over that. Yeah. But they always seems to be like Topps always seems to be like WWE, FIFA,
Star Wars.
Sport. But none of the Star Wars ones, isn't there? And I think there's some Stranger Things ones now as well, isn't there?
Jurassic Park, I think they did.
Oh, is there?
I think they might have done Jurassic Park. I'm not sure. I'm sure James will tell you in the chat. But just whilst we're talking Topps, guys, please do go check out Comic Deal over on Instagram for commissions for cards, because he does some amazing work. Absolutely amazing work. Simon, do you buy a lot of cards?
Well, I am tomorrow. So, not well. I'm buying these Riftbound boxes.
Oh yes,
yeah. So, but I do that more to make the decks play them and things than actually collect. But the signature cards look amazing in those. I started playing cards like Magic the Gathering and things like that. So I do love some of those ones. But I'm not big into like the collecting footballs and things like that. So I just more into my fantasy, Magic the Gathering and Riftbound, because I like League of Legends. So
good stuff. Efren, how about you, bud?
I actually have 4 binders that I used to collect cards as a kid. I have the Topps ones I think Sorrel mentioned, of like X-Men and Marvel. I have also a Star Trek from the Next Generation card set, and I have the Olympic Dream Team, the very first one with Michael Jordan and all those guys.
Wow.
So I have 4 of those binders. Yeah,
Have you showed them off on your channel, Efren?
I'll tell you what. Next time we do a show on Tuesday, I'll bring some out.
I don't think I've seen them.
You guys. No, I don't ever talk about them. I just have them put away.
Yeah. Oh, if you can remember to fetch them out, that would be really interesting.
Yeah. I'll show you some of them.
James got another question. After Thought Bubble, has Efren considered opening a Weatherspoons in San Diego? You could run a bar. Efren, I'd love you to run a bar. I would imagine it would be a bit like Cheers. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just really comfy kind of place. That would be very cool.
Yeah.
Ephraim, EastEnders is like Dallas. Oh god, absolutely. Doc Cotton will do. Yeah. Not being able to name EastEnders characters mean you can have your nerd cards back. Ian Beale. Everybody knows Ian Beale. Triple G, I'll give you a shiny penny for the lot of me comics. Yeah. Insurance wise, depends how much I get. This is it. I mean, those of us with decent collections or any collections really, you've got to really be on the ball, I think, to get your insurance money back. I don't know how you guys do it in terms of making sure stuff's listed and things like that, but and heaven forbid it ever happens. But yeah, it's a dodgy one, I think. If you was a drink, what would you be?
I'll answer it first because I knew the minute it came up. My favorite, cocktail drink would be a Long Island iced tea.
Oh, I like Long Island iced tea.
It's just for some reason, it's hard for me to taste the alcohol in it, and I just drink it like it's regular tea, And I go, God, is there alcohol in here? I really enjoy that drink a lot because it does hit me, but I just don't feel I don't taste the alcohol that much.
So, I mean, I love the Long Island iced tea. Excuse me, Wayne, we're going to change the question slightly because I don't know what I would be as a drink, but in terms of favourite drink, I'm getting very heavily into porn star martinis at the moment.
Oh.
Have you ever had a porn star martini?
I heard of it.
Couldn't tell you what's in it. But all I know is it's like a very sweet cocktail, but it comes with a shot of Prosecco. My wife got a voucher thing to go to one of these afternoon brunch things where you get a burger and you get 2 hours or something and you can have whatever drinks you want. And because she's a frugal woman, she had it timed to perfection as to how many drinks we had to have to get one money's worth. Christ, I've never drank so much. But I think we had about 9 porn star martinis. Ooh, and I was off my face, honestly. But they were gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Simon, what about you? What kind of drink would you be?
My favourite drink to drink, probably, which is spiced rum and coke.
Oh.
It's what?
Spiced rum and coke.
Spiced rum and coke. Okay.
Yeah.
I think, did we have some of that when we were in Wetherspoons? I seem to remember someone, or was that tiki and coke or something we had? Yeah. Nice. Sorrel?
Well, as I've got a fair few bits of ginger up there as well as the jet black, I'm going to go with a hobgoblin beer because I'm a bit spicy and a bit goblin.
I don't mind a hobgoblin. Don't mind a hobgoblin.
It's a lovely beer.
Peter, you'd buy CG Secret. I know, Chris. I was hovering over the click. I really was. Really was.
Bet it's spicy by this week. I bet it's on his shelf by Tuesday's show.
Ephraim, you're getting wrong. Too many swears tonight. You've been hanging around too much. That's made me depressed looking at my mountains of crap. I'd rebuy my Optimus Prime collection, all my graphic novels and my tabletop minis. I forgot you're into minis, C4. I know you mentioned a little while ago. Me and my son have finally got the gaming room set up and we've been playing 40k, relearning how to play 40k because we played Age of Sigmar to start with. So he's Tyranids and I'm Space Marines. It's been quite good fun so far. He's kicking me ass, but we're getting there. If I got insurance for some products that were never completed or brands that got abandoned, I would try and rebuy them all. Yeah. Can't believe we didn't get any free cards from James Athorpe. I've got James cards. I'm sure I've got a fair few of cards by James. They're in pride of place in my binder. So yeah. See, binder, Sorrel. Cards are appropriate to put in a ring binder.
Yes.
Just saying. Yeah. That's an appropriate housing for a card. Okay.
Yeah. And if you put comic books inside a Polly Pocket and then put them in the ring binder, it's absolutely fine.
No, it's not. It's not. Trading cards are my main thing. I have a few sketch cards, but none by you, sadly. Hopefully put that right soon. Check him out, Stephen. He does amazing work. I've got a brilliant, I've got a few cards, like I say, but I think my favourite is he did as a Terrifier, I think, which is stunning. So yeah, check him out. I'd buy more trading cards, but trying to get hold of new Rittenhouse Star Trek cards in the UK is mental expensive. Okay. Tops currently have Marvel, Disney, Pixar, as well as Footy, NFL, WWE, Cryptozoic, have the Jurassic Park rights, and they have a set coming out at some point this year. Very cool. Does Simon have a toaster in Ark going spare? A toaster in Ark? I don't know what that means.
Don't know.
Heading to Fanatics next week to pick up some various Tops boxes. I want to get some more of the recent Star Wars Hyperspace box.
Well, do you want me to go downstairs? I've got my Riftbound Collector's Edition come today, actually. I'll go
Absolutely.
grab
Yeah, go grab it, Simon. Go grab it. Hyperspace boxes are the most affordable of them all, but they're still pricey boxes. Of course, we come back when the drink question is asked. A spicy margarita. I'm not a fan of a margarita. Now help us out, guys. Is a margarita the one with salt around its rim?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Oh, they're really good. Yeah.
Why would you want salt in a drink?
It just adds to the flavor. You've had one before, haven't you?
Oh, I've had I've had. So we got one. We went to a nice restaurant a while ago, and the gave is a complimentary drink at the start, a margarita, and it had the salt on, and I nearly bowed. It was just I can't be doing with salty. I don't like salty liquid in my mouth, Efren.
Wait till you come visit me in San Diego. There's margaritas everywhere flowing.
Yeah,
that did not translate well across to English. Pure innuendo, that wasn't it?
Quite fancy getting into a few porn stars myself. Good choice. Yeah, you can't go wrong. One of the chat regulars has to walk the plank. Oh, this is a good question. One of the chat regulars has to walk the plank. Who's getting eaten by a shark?
James.
I tell you who. And he is a regular. Just not on my channel. That little lad who was kicking off on your channel saying, "Who's he? Who's that bloke?" He can walk the plank. Yeah.
Yeah, Rick's one.
Yeah. Efren, what about you? Who you making walk the plank?
Oh gosh, I don't think anybody. Everybody that let me see here. I don't know. I don't want to, get anybody pissed off at me. So I'm just going to plead the fifth here.
We're pleading the fifth. The fifth. Any of you guys brave enough to say who you want to be kind of against you for the rest of your time on the show? I mean, easy.
Not one of the chat regulars, mate. But I mean, James could be quite fun. We could throw James overboard. Mate. Keel haul him. I believe the phrase is keel haul him.
Yeah, keel haul.
The front of the boat and just let him just get battered by the waves.
We'll keel haul Keegan. Unanimous decision. And in fact, he deserves it. After that time, he keel hauled Wayne Deacon from the chat. Remember that?
I did.
Oh yeah.
Were you on that show, Simon? I can't remember if you were not. He literally, without any discussion, on my channel, banned a member of my audience. Just literally banned him. And then sat quietly, hoping nobody would notice until we were like, what's happened here? Why is Wayne banned? He was mortified, bless him. He was absolutely mortified. Okay. What swear word is your favourite? Or can you say it on the live?
No.
I do like bollocks. And I like bollocks. Sounds wrong. I like bollocks. And I do quite like an old one that's not really a swear word, but I say it quite a lot, which is shazbut. Do you know what that's from?
No.
Never heard that one.
Shazbut. Mork and Mindy.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. And I do like a feck now and then from Father Ted.
Feck. Yeah. Feck.
Yeah. Any of you guys?
I thought everyone was pleading the fifth then.
I think mine would be the G word, and damn it at the end.
God damn it.
All right.
I reached my total for.
Efren's not allowed to say more than 5 sweary words.
I'll say it for you. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Now, just bear in mind we're live and we'll get struck off. Simon, what's yours?
I say it quite a lot. Fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. How about you, Sorrel?
Mine is not appropriate for this live stream.
I watched a great film a while ago called Dirty Little Letters. Any of you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good film with I've forgotten her name. British actress. But but it's about based on a true story back in the 50s, I think, where this very, very kind of tight-laced, churchy family, the daughter starts sending horrendous letters to all of the neighbours and everybody in the street, calling them the C word and all kinds of stuff. But it's really funny. I wish I could remember what the actress's name is. She's been in Marvel. She was in... she played a version of Captain Britain in Secret Invasion, I think it was. Oh, man, what's she called? She was in Spaced. Anyway, someone in the chat, help us out if you can remember. I vote Wayne to get rid of. No, not a ring binder. Ring binder, not ring pierce. You don't store cards in a ring binder as it can curl or the rings dig into the cards, you see. There we are. Hiya, Jack. Hope you're doing well, pal. Hope you're doing well. I thought Simon was playing Ark Raiders. He brought it up when I was on.
Yeah. I was playing Ark Raiders. I still do play Ark Raiders a bit, but I've shift from game to game. I'm playing Valheim at the moment with some friends. So, yeah.
Salt around the rim. That's the quote of the day. I've been quite busy lately, but always have time catching up with the live feed. Good stuff. Thanks, Jack. Jack, if you were going to Liverpool Comic Con in a few months' time, not sure if you're going to that one, bud. I'm going to see William Shatner. So if you're there, let us know. We'll give you a shout.
Jack tends to be at every convention. I've seen him literally at every convention, I think, so far.
Quote of the day. I like bollocks. I like that one as well, mind. I do like that one as well, Connie. I've been introduced to it into my vocabulary lately. It's my favourite swear word lately.
Well, that was my favourite as well. Just putting it out there. I didn't want to say it personally, but Connie's done it for us.
Yeah. Olivia Colman, that's who it is, Stephen. Thank you. Yeah, Olivia Colman. Great little film. Great film. Do you have any 2026 movies you guys are looking forward to watching? Great question, Jack. Let's get the obvious ones out the way. I think we're all hyped for Doomsday, yeah? Looking forward to that.
He-Man, obviously.
He-Man for me. I've very rarely do I get overly excited about a film coming out, but I've actually booked a day off work for He-Man because I cannot cope. We've talked about it before. I cannot cope with the theatre being full of kids and stuff. So I'm going to go early in the morning by myself and sit like a proper old loser watching He-Man. And then I'll probably go later on that night with my family to see it. So yeah, really excited for that. What about the rest of you guys? You're all looking at lists of films coming out this year.
Not everyone's favourite, but I'm looking forward to that new film, The Bride.
It's a weird trailer, mate.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's an interesting trailer.
I'm honestly surprised they've not put that out for Valentine's Day, to be honest. It feels like it should be out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I've got one. So there's a new one coming out in March, a new Pixar called Hoppers, which looks really funny. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Is that the rabbit one or something?
No,
I saw that. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I
saw
it's got
the lizard. You know where he goes, lizard, like that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be such a fun movie, I think.
Yeah, looks good fun. How about you, Efren?
Like we all know, all the movies, the Star Wars movies come out, Mandalorian, you said Doomsday, but I don't know if there's a comedy that's coming out this year, but I haven't seen a really good comedy in a long time in a movie theater. I mean, I remember, I had to look it up, but Bridesmaids, The Wedding Crashers, those types of movies that just make me laugh out loud, that's the kind of movie that I want to see. And I don't know if there's anyone out there, but I would think. Besides that, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Supergirl movie.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of the last comedy film I really enjoyed at the cinema.
Yeah,
so I wasn't.
I
wasn't blown away by Naked Gun. I have to say, I wanted to love that. I wanted to do, but yeah. What's the last good comedy film you've seen? Give us some recommendations, because I love a good comedy, but I cannot remember having seen one for ages, to be honest. I loved when they first came out, the Hangover movies and things like that were spot on, but I can't remember seeing anything for a good while. Frisbee, since went out tonight and I'm back, I was nearly Peter Legs Bollocks. Chris has got his proper name back. Good stuff. We have got Chris. We haven't got Chris. We have got Cliff on comics. Good old Cliff. Please do check out his channel. He does some amazing content and he's a lovely, lovely guy, full of energy. What do you folks think of Symbi, the little symbiote showing up in the comics? I'm not up to speed with the Venom stuff at the moment, Cliff. I have to be honest. Any of you guys familiar with the character?
I think I am,
No
but
idea.
I've seen a small symbiote, but I'm not sure if that character's still around. I haven't seen him in comic books recently, so I'm not too sure about it.
Yeah, I don't want to bullshit you, Cliff. I'm out of touch completely with Venom. I kind of lost faith with the whole Marvel Spider-Man stuff when we got kind of Mary Jane as Venom and stuff like that. It might be great, it's just not my cup of tea. I tell you what else I'm slightly disappointed with, and I'm interested in the chat if anybody's still reading. I loved DC KO when it first started, but the last two books have kind of popped my bubble a little bit. The DC boss battle was pap, and then this week's issue, DC KO 4, I think it is, where they're fighting the Absolute Universe. I don't know,
Did that come out already?
Yeah, it came out today.
No, don't tell me that.
I mean, well, just my view, Efren, you might love it. It just, I don't know.
Gosh,
It just fell flat again, you know?
Oh, shoot.
So, yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments, guys. Maybe it'll be better read as one big lump, you know? And I struggle sometimes because, you know, there's a different taste of comic for everybody. But you read a book like that and then I compare it to Everything Dead and Dying, which was just phenomenal. And it's night and day in terms of quality reading.
That's too bad.
I'll be at the Unleashed ones, and for the first time I'll be going to MegaCon in Manchester. Very cool, Jack. Nice. Yeah, I like a smeghead now and then. I do. Got to stay on brand as a sci-fi nerd. Yeah, June 3. Looking forward to that, Andrew. That'll be a very good one. I love the second one. Good. Does your channel count? Absolutely. We're here to as long as we're entertained. He-Man, Doomsday, Spidey, Mando, Supergirl, and a bunch of horrors. Which horrors are you looking forward to, pal? There's some good ones coming out. I think we've already been treated to some nice horrors. I mean, Send Help was pretty good. Whether it's a horror or not, I'm not sure. But also Primate. Really enjoyed Primate. So we've already had a couple of good ones. Alan Partridge, Alpha Papa. Yeah, that was a good few years ago, but I really enjoyed that. Efren, you familiar with Alan Partridge?
No.
I think you would like him. He's a sports commentator.
Okay.
Well, he was a sports commentator. He's entertaining. I saw the trailers for Fackham Hall. Any of you guys see that?
I've seen the trailers. I've not seen the film yet, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, looks interesting. Alpha Papa was okay, but could have been better. Spider-Man Noir. Let's talk about that, guys. Have you seen the trailer today for that?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Okay, so we'll talk in detail on Tuesday about it if you guys can catch up with the trailer.
Yeah.
Really interesting. Not what I was expecting in some regards. It is very much Nick Cage doing Nick Cage.
Oh,
I don't say that. I don't know why, but I expected him to dial it back a little bit. But he's still Nick Cage. I saw a little quote from him. He said when in his performance, he's 80%. Oh man, my brain's just gone blank.
What? Am I right?
Sorry, carry on.
Am I right thinking it's coming to Amazon Prime and not Disney Plus?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
Yeah, it's so.
Yeah.
It's,
Why are they bringing Marvel movie on Amazon Prime?
Spider-Man. They don't own Spider-Man.
Oh,
Sony,
right.
innit?
Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Humphrey Bogart. 80% Humphrey Bogart, 20% Bugs Bunny is how he's done the character. And you saw a glimpse of that, I think, in the trailer. But there was some real interesting glimpses of villains that I wasn't expecting. So we know confirmed, we've got Flint Marko. Whether he's playing Sandman or not, we don't know. We've got Silvermane. There was a definite Man Spider in there. There was a definite Molten Man, Fire Me Man. And there was a hand that looked very much like an Electro kind of thing. So yeah, it looked really interesting. But the question for you guys, it's being put out in two formats. It's going to come out in colour and it's going to come out in black and white. What are you watching it in?
Black and white.
I seen the trailer in black and white for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if they have de-aged Nick Cage. They look younger. And to me, he did, But I loved it. I went, oh, this looks interesting as heck.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to watch it, but in black and white for sure. Just adds to it,
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I'm with you, Efren. What about you, Sorrel?
Yeah, same. It's noir, isn't it? It's got to be black and white.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it in black and white, and if I really enjoy it, I might go back and watch it in colour at some point as well, just to see what the differences are, But yeah, I thought you're right, Dan. I thought it looked really interesting. It looked more action packed than I was anticipating, and funny, It's interesting that it's not actually called Spider-Man Noir. It's just called Spider Noir.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's Spider Noir, which is it's Ben Reilly, obviously, not Peter Parker. So yeah. Marvel Godzilla crossover has Godzilla with somebody. Yeah, I saw that, bud. Got a Nash. Thanks for joining, Fuzzy. Appreciate you stopping by, pal. All the sequels to Passion of the Christ come out this year. There'll be the feel-good film of the year as well. It's by Mel Gibson again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie, to be perfectly honest.
Have you?
Not my cup of tea, to be honest.
I didn't see it either. No.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. But I know and I know he's doing the sequel. Yeah. Well, Simon, just we'll catch up with the chat, and we'll go to that. We haven't even touched the questions people have sent in, so we'll rapidly go through them. Mario Galaxy looks good. Yeah, I like the trailer for that.
Yeah.
Wasn't Nick Cage originally going to be Spider-Man before Tobey Maguire took over? I think I read that as well, Jack. I'm sure I read that as well. Best way to describe it is Downton Abbey with Naked Gun-esque jokes.
Yeah,
that's that fact. Yeah,
I
I like the look of it. I couldn't name the horror films off the top of my head, but I know them by trailer. I'm watching in black and white. Yeah, same. Yep. Superman you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Right, Simon, what do you got to show with?
So this came today. It's a nice gold.
That looks
seal.
posh.
Yeah, looks really nice. We open it up and it's got Vi in it, like that.
Nice.
And then Jinx, and then you open it up and you've got the collector trade cards.
Oh,
nice.
That's nice.
So yeah, all from the movies,
Nice.
from the series, Arcane series. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there more cards in there, Simon, or is it just that those?
just these 6. So just these 6. It's a collector's version. I do have, obviously, of Riftbound. I've been collecting loads of cards. That like the Origin set, which is the first set, came out sort of November.
Yeah.
And Spirit Forge is the next set, which is what I'm picking up tomorrow. So it literally comes out tomorrow. So
Nice, very nice. Chaps, I only want to keep with another 10 minutes or so, but we'll quickly have a look at some of the questions people have sent with, and we'll rapidly go through some of these. Chris is asking, for you, Efren, you must now be a huge Lego fan. What's next?
I mentioned at the beginning that it was just too much, this Lego that I built, and it took me forever, but I was just being lazy. If I do get any more Legos, they're not going to be like the Starship one. They're going to be small ones. I have some small ones that came with it, like the Shuttle Bay, the one that goes into space, something like that.
Yeah.
I looked at like less than 200 pieces. That's more my speed. So if I do get any more Legos, and I did enjoy it, but it pissed me off at the same time, it would be smaller cases of Lego.
would you, Efren, are you displaying it somewhere then? Or?
Yeah, it's in my back room.
Would you get any of those? Because you can get like the lights for Lego, and would you get the new Lego brick, which can make sounds? Do you think?
I remember I was thinking about it, but I spent over $400 for this Lego, and those extra things you can put lights around them. I think they're over $100, and I just want to pay any more for this thing.
No, because that new one makes sounds. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. But is it just a brick you can buy, or do you have to buy other things with it?
I'm not too sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they introduced it, just one brick, and then it makes like lights up and makes sounds and all sorts, doesn't it? So
I do see those lights that they put around the Lego Starship, but it's just too much. So no, I'm not.
One and done. I was the same after I did Optimus. I just couldn't be chewed. Oh dear. It's in sets. Passion of the Christ is awesome horror. 10 minutes. Come on, let's do a lock in. Let's run all night. What's it? First off, thank you so much, Chris, for all of your questions, pal. Really do appreciate that. What's a character, a toy line that deserved better than it got? That's a real good question.
That might be more Sorrel to answer than me.
Well, it hasn't necessarily got to be a toy line. Any kind of character, a superhero character or whatever as well. I guess I'm going to go with, you know I'm a big Thor man. I've talked about this character before. Thunderstrike, Eric Mattison, had a really good run. He took over from Thor in the main title, was an Avenger. He got his own series, and then they killed him off at the end of it. I think the rationale behind it was they tried to get rid of some of the kind of the legacy characters to try and big up the main characters again. So Thor came back. And I just think that was a real
good point.
Crappy thing to do. I would much rather he stuck around in some form.
I'm surprised they haven't brought him back. You know?
Me too.
I really enjoyed that series too. That was a good one. Yeah.
Sorrel, what do you think?
Ooh, I think everything I collect is very, like, there's loads of it available. I think Poppy's Playtime, it's a good game. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff. It gets a bit of merch, but I think it definitely deserves more than what it gets. That game is just made for toys, and they don't really put much out for it.
Yeah. Okay. Simon?
I think one that obviously stopped years ago would be Dino Riders for me. Like,
yeah, it's a good one.
Bringing that back. Like, I'd love to own some of them. Like, they're so expensive now, I think. So.
Yeah, I mean, I missed that cartoon back in the days, but I love the artwork for it. I've seen some of the imagery and stuff, and it looks amazing. Amazing. You're the boss at Marvel with a full control for a year. Which character would you completely overhaul?
Frankenstein.
The Marvel version of Frankenstein.
They've not used the Marvel version of Frankenstein for years, man. They still use Dracula to this day. They still use Werewolf by Night. Morbius is still running around, but Frankenstein for some reason and Amphibian, both of those just disappeared into the ether.
Yeah, that's very
It'd be cool
true.
to see Frankenstein come back.
I can't remember the last Frankenstein-esque thing I remember reading was Frankencastle, where Wolverine killed Frank Castle. Well, Wolverine's son Daken killed Frank Castle, and he became like a version of Frankenstein. But I've not seen Marvel's version for ages, to be honest. Yeah. It's a good call. But I would add him into the kind of the Legion of Monsters kind of thing. Bring them back. I don't think they've had a lot of attention. They sort of tried, didn't they, when they did Avengers versus Vampires? They tried to make the Vampire Legion army and stuff. It just didn't take off, did it? Like Man Thing was like a tiny little version of him on the guy's shoulder and things like that. What about you, Simon?
I think it's an easy one would be Hulk. Like they've just left Hulk and just did a dishonesty to him. Like, you've got so many decent comics with Hulk, World War Hulk and things like that, and they should, Hulk should be like up there,
top tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've relaunched him recently with the current run, but that ends in a few issues time. It's finishing in issue 10, so it would be interesting to start from scratch. Efren, how about yourself?
I've mentioned this character before, and they just don't know what to do with him. So either completely overhaul him or just get rid of him. It would be the Void. He's too powerful. They don't know what to do with him. Even in the Avengers Thunderbolts movie, they just didn't really know what to do with that character. So that would be mine.
Yeah, we've got a new Void comic coming out as well, but you're absolutely right. It's so confusing as to his background and stuff. Yeah. For me, I know they've done it repeatedly, but I don't think they've done it well repeatedly. I think ideal time, new MCU stuff coming out, start from scratch with the X-Men. Get it back to basics, get it back to the school, get it back to teaching, young mutants or whatever. It's become so convoluted and complicated now. The recent series crossover event started well and then fell flat on its face. And the comics after it have been dire, absolutely dire. So I think you need an absolute hard reset. I don't know how you do it, but you basically need to start from scratch, I think, for me, for X-Men. Just going to quickly jump to the chat before we move on to the next questions. We've got Trust Pork Markets. What's your favourite type of sausage? Easy. It's a Cumberland sausage. Nice and... Chaps? Sausages?
Polish sausage.
Polish sausage?
Yeah.
What's in a Polish sausage, Efren?
No idea what's in a regular sausage, so it just tastes good.
Is it Polish sausage like the whitey coloured ones, or am I thinking of something else?
No, it just looks like here in the United States, it just looks like a regular sausage, but it's this
Okay.
Polish sausage, you know. So if you guys come, maybe I'll
Yeah.
Polish sausage.
Chuck one on the Barbie for
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
Simon,
Uh,
what kind of sausage do you like in your mouth, Simon? What's your favourite mouth sausage?
Bratwurst.
Oh,
a good
German
one.
sausage.
Yeah.
I don't like the snap of the skin on that. It makes us feel nauseous. But there you go. Sorrel,
A good venison sausage. Nice
you're
posh
posh.
venison sausage.
You're very posh. You're
Anything
very posh.
spicy sausage too, man. Anything spice to it.
Chorizo or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice. Chris, I'm shocked you didn't pick a Geordie banger, Peter. You've let yourself down and you've let your family down. I know, I am embarrassed with that one. Star Trek should be the sign of hope in the world right now, but fans are too busy arguing with each other about Starfleet Academy.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of it yet, Andrew. I need to get onto it. I'm on holiday next week, so I'm going to try and catch up with it. But you're absolutely... My love for Star Trek has always been because it was a utopian future, and it was...
Yeah.
You know, it was optimistic. I don't like it when they go too dark and gritty with Star Trek. Even Star Trek Picard, there was elements of that where they tried to sexy it up by giving her kind of a Han Solo character and stuff like that. And I was like, no, this isn't Star Trek. Star Trek's meant to be polished and shiny and everything in the universe is better. And, you know, we've got rid of stuff like smoking and stuff like that, which they had in that show, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I think you're right, Simon. Andrew, sorry. My God, I've just called Andrew Simon. He's going to not let that one go down. We've got LN Studios. Nice to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Hated Frank and Punisher. I liked the issue in which he got sliced and diced, but you're right. After that, it was cack. I'd reboot the whole Marvel from scratch. Yeah. Plenty of Polish sausage in Lincolnshire. Hey, Simon. Right, moving on. What's the worst... Oh, this is a good one, Chris. What's the worst collecting decision you've ever made, and did you learn anything from it?
So for me, definitely realizing that I'm not competing with anyone else and I'm collecting for myself. I, for years, was trying to keep up with other YouTubers buying all these Marvel Legends DC characters that I fucking have a clue they were. And just a while back, I just decided, no, I like horror stuff. I'm collecting purely horror. And I sold about 90% of my collection and niched it right down to what you see in this room.
Yeah.
It was the best decision I ever made.
I think, you know, and you get that a lot with comic book collectors as well. Particularly, I think, to be fair, you know, I've fallen into the trap myself at times, YouTubers trying to buy the hot thing at the time and stuff. And even if you don't like it, you know.
Like keeping up with the Joneses, isn't it?
Yeah, for me, I went through a phase of, and I still do now and then, but I fell into the trap of being a variant cover collector, and I never really,
Yep.
I don't know what I got from it. I just had, like, I've got probably about 40 copies of Transformers issue 1, all with a slightly different cover, and I you know, for me, it's an interesting one that I was going to talk about on Tuesday night, actually, after some Todd McFarlane comments that have hit the press this week. For me, I'm always more into story than art, I think. I was never particularly a comic cover collector, but when I started doing things like the Killer Comic Show and all that kind of stuff, there was a lot of focus on the new variant cover of the week, or this comic cover. Stray Dogs came out and I had to have all the horror covers and stuff like that. And they literally just fill long boxes, you know that. So yeah, probably for me, getting sucked into variant covers. What about you, Simon?
Probably my Black Series, actually. So Star Wars Black Series. I've actually put some of them on eBay lately, just for sale, just because I want to get rid. I don't have the love that I did when I first started collecting them. Like, when I remember Luke saying you can't be a completionist because they're going to always bring the next one out, the next one out, and the next one out. So
I think that's a really interesting point, Simon, because that's where I am at the moment, I think, with some of my collection. We've trying to think how to phrase it. We've done shows and stuff with people in the past who are very much of the mindset of, if you buy something, you should love it for the rest of your living days. And if you sell it, you've obviously not really wanted it or whatever.
No.
I'm not like that anymore, I don't think. I think I've bought stuff I've enjoyed having it, and I'm getting to the point now where it's kind of actually it's all right to let it go. I've had 2 years, 3 years of loving it, but actually, I think there's a difference between that mind and some of the people that I know who buy for example, an expensive hot toy and then sell it the next week. I think that's a bit, I don't know why they would do that, but some people do that. But yeah, for me, I think everything's got a lifespan and it's all right to sell stuff.
Yeah.
Efren, what about yourself, bud?
I agree with you on the variants thing too. When variants were coming out, you know, when I used to buy comic books on a regular basis, I used to just go crazy for variants. And I look at them now and goes, why did I buy this? But I don't know if it's the worst collecting decision, but every year when I go to San Diego Comic-Con, I'm always buying stuff that I had no idea that I was going to get it at the time. I still have boxes from last year's Comic-Con that I have in my room that I still haven't even opened. Yeah. And they're nice looking, but I just haven't opened them. The minute I seen it, for example, the Back to the Future that they had there, and it was an exclusive because I think it was what year anniversary it was, I forget, but I got it. Haven't even opened it yet. You know, it didn't cost me a lot of money, but sometimes you just get caught up in the frenzy when you go to San Diego Comic-Con. You see a long line and it's, oh my God, I got to get that. I don't even open it. You know, and I have a Jaws one too. You know, it's a Hot Wheel Jaws. It's in my, like I said, it's in my room. I haven't even opened them yet.
I think that's a really interesting point, Efren, and I'll use that as an answer from you for the next question that ties into this. What's your worst habit in collecting? Because when you've been talking there, I've been thinking, looking at Chris's question about collecting decisions, but what do I do as a habit that I struggle with? And for me, it's impulse buying, which is kind of what you've just described. I mean, anybody in the chat will know I'm terrible for buying stuff and then kind of looking at it and thinking, I don't even know why I bought that. I've just bought it because I had that sudden urge to buy something. So I am a very impulsive buyer at times, I think.
That's the main reason I got that Star Trek Lego. When I seen it, I went, I gotta have it. I waited for the minute it came on sale. I didn't even think twice about it. I seen the price. I'm getting this. I just want it. I'm glad I got it, but that was for sure an impulse buy.
I think the price has to come into it, Efren. So, you know, around Christmas, around the same time, I saw that, we talked about it on the show, that Rolo Park, I think it's called, the Transforming Soundwave. And it was like, I want it. I don't know why. I don't know where I would put it, what I would do with it, all the rest of it. But it was nearly £1,000. So I think I did well to not hit the button and buy that one, you know. But it was very, very tempting. Very tempting.
Really quick, those Superman, Spider-Man books that are coming out.
Yeah,
I'm already gonna get some.
Yeah,
I just really enjoy the covers, especially from the one from Ian Gist. We talked about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get at least 5 to 10 of those. And do I need them? No. You know, I think a little bit. It just makes me happy when I have them.
Yeah.
You know, years from now, I go, what the hell I buy this for?
Simon, have you got any collecting habits that you?
I suppose sometimes we do always follow the crowd. Like if there's a big new thing out and everyone wants that thing, like especially in games, if I see a new game, like I'm terrible. Like I've got that many games on my Steam list that people, you know, I go into one and then it dies off and then I go on to the next game. I think I'm never going to play that game ever again. Why did I buy it? You know.
I bought a bloody PlayStation 5 and played it 4 or 5 times with you. Do you know what I mean? It's sat there gathering dust for since February last year.
Yeah.
I'm nearly 50. Why do I want a PlayStation? Never mind. Sorrel, how about you?
Getting into blind bags, Jesus H Christ, that was that became an addiction very bloody quick, didn't it? I had to stop myself. I had to stop buying them. I've literally had to go cold turkey and not buy a blind box. How ridiculous is that? Because you do that thing where I'm chasing these stupid little 1 in 72 little fucking things, and until you find it, you're like, I must keep going. And I'm paying like £5 a time. I must have bought 62 bags for this little guy. I could have got him on eBay for a tenner.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But it's funny that collector's kind of thing of you. And my wife's very good. She doesn't collect anything, but I see it now every now and then. So you remember a while ago, I got those. What were those ridiculous little keyring? Got those Fugler things, and my wife went crazy for them, and she had to have them all, and we're buying them from B&M Bargains, trying to get the full set. She literally finally got the full set. And then I was like, well, what? I don't even like them. What do I want? But it was that thing of she had to have the set once you got the set, there was the realization of these are absolutely shite, and I don't want them. So they've sat in a box. They're crackers. Anyway, guys, let's quickly chat, see what the chat are saying, then we'll do the last few questions. And no, ignoring the fact that you've forgotten my name, I do apologise, Brian. I'm really sorry. Starfleet Academy has the biggest standing set in North America, and it's stunning. I'd love to walk around it. I am keen to get into Starfleet. I'm even more keen now that I've seen some of the stuff linked to Deep Space Nine. I want to try and unpick that and find out what's going on. Yeah, so look for it. You enjoying it still, Ephraim?
Oh yeah, I don't like the almost like high school-ish stuff that they call about jealousy, like 90210. I don't like that. I kind of miss my Star Trek for this series, at least, when they're out in space fighting or doing, going through all the problems. Yeah. So it's hit and miss for me,
Yeah. I'll give it a go. Watching you fools keeps making me want to buy stuff. If the rumor is true, Marvel are publishing a Marvel Star Wars crossover in the future. Ooh. Wow. How many covers are you buying? Depends who does them, Andrew. If it's Alex Ross did he did a lot of preliminary art. I think some of you might have seen it before, for a DC Star Wars crossover, and it was phenomenal. Absolutely. Wow. Superman versus Vader and stuff like that looked amazing. So
in the comics in Star Wars, there was that weird green rabbit one that I could imagine that character being the one that crosses between like Guardians of the Galaxy and Star Wars. It would fit in both quite easily.
Was that Dax or something?
Something like that, wasn't it? I could imagine Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah.
I can imagine that character going between Marvel and Star Wars quite seamlessly.
Cool. Yeah.
There have been a couple of Star Trek Marvel crossovers.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, some great ones.
Yeah.
This is one of my favourites. I've talked about it before, so apologies if you've heard this before. But one of my favourites is the original series Star Trek, and you've got the bridge of the Enterprise, and Gladiator from the Imperial Guard from the cosmic stuff. He's standing in front of the Enterprise, and the Enterprise kind of stops to a full stop, and then Gladiator punches the ship and hits the shield, and it's like it cuts to Kirk, and he's like, "Did that man just hit my ship?" He's like, "Yeah, I think so." Shields it out to 50%, and it's like, it's
I've
really
never read that one before. I gotta look for it.
Yeah, really cool, really cool. Whatnot sellers bug me. The crap books, So I'm avoiding Dan. Do you guys go on Whatnot at all?
I do. I love it. I want to put some of my books on there just because.
Yeah, there are good sellers on there. There are some good people, but there's an awful lot of. I don't mind people going on and trying to sell the stuff. It's people who go on and try and sell the stuff, and they're quite clearly, how can I put it, not being honest and upfront with the books. Like every book they hold up is incredibly rare, superb condition, is bound to be going up in value, and actually I'm selling it for about 3 times less than it's worth, because if you go on eBay you'll be able to find it for like £50. I'm going to give it to you for £5, but you have to buy it now. And it's like, really? And I think when you have a bit of insight into comic prices and you're watching that, they stand out like a sore thumb. So yeah, I've kept away from Whatnot. I will support and follow a couple of guys who I like Dr. Von Hoot. He does a lot of good shows. He's good value. Hobgoblin's Hideaway, people like that are very good on there. When I get into a collectible card game and they aren't successful, it's heartbreaking because I've overinvested in a dead game. Yeah, nothing worse than when you put a lot of time and effort into something. And I've been thinking lately, C4, been talking to you since Christmas about Warhammer. Spent a small fortune on building a friggin' army and all the rest of it. I mean, a lot of money. I put all the time and effort into starting to paint them, so that's hours wasted and stuff. We've set the room up, and my son is joining the army, so he's leaving in a couple of months' time. So it's going to be like, well, what happens with all this stuff? We've built all these bloody models, all these toys. I'm not really the kind of age where I can, see if there's any local friends to come and play with me toys. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Being a completionist, I was terrible for that. And the keeping up thing, to be honest, both gone now. I get what I like, and only what I like, and nothing is forever. Chris, your collecting habits have changed a lot You can see that on your Instagram posts, and a lot of the stuff you're getting now is real stunning older books. And I think you've gone how I want to go. They're not always, and I don't mean this any disrespect, Chris, they're not always like big fancy X-Men ones and stuff. They're just really nice covers and really nice bits of comic art that you obviously love, which is great, absolutely great. And that's kind of where I'm leaning, I think. So thrilled about the thrill of the chase. I've done that more times than I'd like to admit. Focusing on original art now, yeah. Will it be for the rest of my collecting career? Who knows? Yeah. That's why the CGT Batman 89 VHS is coming, isn't it? As soon as the show's finished. Impulse buyer, you Pete, never. I'm going to the Batman 89 concert on Saturday. Oh, Dan. Bet that's phenomenal, mate. Hope you put lots of pictures in my group chat, Dan. Like to see that one.
Cool.
Worst habit I've got is asking Sorrel for psychological advice on collecting. He probably thinks I'm a lunatic.
I feel sorry for me because I have to listen to Andy talk to me like a lunatic, and then I've got to go talk to Shelley, and then she probably thinks I'm a fucking lunatic.
Has Efren seen Today's Academy, the Out in Space on an Adventure? You seen Today's,
no.
Efren?
I haven't seen it yet, so I got to check that one out. Finally, you know.
Jackson, that's the one. That's the one. X-Men, Star Trek was great. Yeah, that might be the one I'm talking about, Dan. That's the one I'm talking about. It's X-Men, Star Trek, Efren. Really cool.
Gotta check it out.
Star Trek Transformers crossover is fun. I don't think I've read that one. That sounds interesting. The TNG crossover was so popular they wrote a novel sequel, which is crazy. I think it was Peter David that wrote it. Andrew, Peter David did a lot of TNG books. Well, Star Trek books in general, but I'm sure he did the X-Men crossover as well. Oh, we've got Andy in the chat. Nice to see you, Andy. Was just chatting about you before, bud. Hope you're doing well. We're just talking, Andy, about at what point you start to get rid of collection, or you start to think, actually, do I really want this stuff? And you start to sell stuff on. And there's actually nothing wrong with that, if that's what you choose to do. The funny shaped blue mug from Star Trek TNG. I've had one for 30 plus years. Noticed my wife on eBay yesterday looking at prices to sell. I've not got them up here, pal. I've got two. Do you mean, Dan, do you mean the anti-gravity cups? So it's like a normal cup and then it's got a wide base. I've got two of those. Yeah, they look very, very cool. There's a big wargaming community up. Many spaces for the mature gamers. I'm not confident enough to do that, pal, because me and Thomas, please, if you're a proper gamer, put your fingers in your ears. Me and Thomas kind of make our own rules up a little bit, just so it's easier for us to play, so we don't worry with stuff like Battle Shock and some of the stuff like that. So yeah. Up your way, mean Andy Hart. Nice. Most of mine is gone now. Total reset. Yeah, I've listed. Believe it or not, gents, I've listed my X-Men 1 on eBay. I've listed it for a high price. And I think that's a first step to list it. And I've listed it at a price it'll probably not sell at. And I think that's probably psychological. I've put it on there so it doesn't sell, but I don't know.
I did that. Like, if you remember, like what I used to have back in the day when I was in my old room with all the Star Wars stuff, I had like the Ewok Village. I had all the vintage fucking Ewoks for it. I was going around conventions, raiding people's little bit bins to find little railings and stuff to rebuild it all. And I've completed it. And then I looked at it one day, and my wife was like, "Now what?" I'm like, "It's done now." I'm like, "Now what?" I'm like, "I don't know." It just sat there for about 3 years gathering dust, and I eventually went, "I'm selling that now." I loved it to bits, but it's like, how long do you keep things for after the journey's done?
We like I say, I've been feeling like this for a little while, and I've been talking to Andy quite a bit about it. I've sold quite a few books, and I'm starting to build my way up to some of the bigger books. And then I thought a couple of days ago, my daughter turns 21 in August, and it would be nice to take the entire family on a nice holiday somewhere. We were thinking America, but I have to say that's out of the question at the moment. But I thought it would be nice to just be able to have the money to just do that. Yeah. And I thought, you know what? I think that's the way forward. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, we're cracking on for time. Last few questions, and we'll let you go. What franchise is coasting on pure nostalgia at the moment? That's another cracking question, Chris. It's a hard one to answer. Yeah. What? Any thoughts, guys?
Are you talking about movies, comic books, anything, TV
Any
show?
any franchise? So, you know, He-Man,
I think Marvel in
Transformers.
general, to be honest. I think Marvel
Yeah.
as a company is just living
Yeah.
on the Stan Lee name, living on the legacy of the titles, and the stories that they're putting out in modern are just pants, aren't they, compared to
Yeah.
what we've had in previous years. I know there's always going to be quiet periods, and not every story can be an Age of Apocalypse or, you know what I mean? But we've not had a big one for a long time now, I don't think, have we?
Yeah.
A big crossover multi-point that's been absolutely outstanding. You know, I'm talking like, you know, Age of Apocalypse. I'm talking like, you know, the House of M, things like that. Those books I grew up on.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had that in a modern era for a long time.
For me, I think Harry Potter. Harry Potter's just, you know,
I mean, yeah. I mean,
coasting along, innit? Until
there's
this
not-
new
I
series
guess
comes out.
there's not been any new material for a long time, has there?
No, apart from the games. So
If Netflix gets Warner Brothers, the first thing they're doing is sacking off that TV series. I'm telling you right now. That's the first thing to go.
What do you think, Efren? Any franchises?
I think I have to agree with Sorrel. That was my first thing. Marvel. They're just, I mean, there have been new characters every now and then, like Miles Morales, but that's been over 10 years already since he's come out, you know. So I think it's just they don't know how to go forward with that. You know, even the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're going back, but they don't know how to go forward. You know, they're bringing back a lot of these characters. You know, one big final push, Doomsday, which I think has too many actors in it. You know, so I have to say Marvel Comics also.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I mean, I would probably go for it's only surviving because of nostalgia is well, you see, I'm wrong, I'm lying. I would have said Thundercats because there's been nothing new since the original cartoon. They did an updated cartoon which fell on its arse. They did a ridiculous kind of cartoony comedy thing which fell on its arse. But then the comic at the moment is doing really well, just not with people like myself who are nostalgia fans for the series. I think it's a really hard question. It's a great question, Chris. Great question.
Yeah.
So, from our pal, patron of Comic Arts, Jason, what TV, movie, or comic book franchise hasn't been rebooted but deserves to be? Easy question, that one for me. Well, it's not an easy question. I'm lying. There's two of them. There's two cartoons that I think have never been touched for years, and I don't understand why, which is Visionaries, but that did get a bit of a reboot in the comic books a while ago, but didn't do well. But one I've not heard anybody talk about since the cartoon is the Centurions. Good old Power Extreme, some of the figures behind us. That cartoon was incredible, and then it just vanished. I don't think there's been a comic book in 20, 30 years. There's been no talk of a kind of a reboot. There's been no attempt to bring them back into modern day that I'm aware of. And I think it's a fantastic little franchise, particularly for kids these days. So yeah, I would go for Centurions. Efren, start with you, bud.
So this TV show ended and nobody liked the way it ended. I just wish they had a different ending. It kind of lost its way the last couple of seasons. But to me, I loved it when it came out. Was Lost. You know, I would like to see a reboot, just something, I don't know, to make it a better ending, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know,
Give
and
us something different.
one that's being rebooted now as we speak, and I can't wait, would be Buffy.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed that series when it first came out so much. You know, and they're rebooting it, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. Simon?
I think you're right. Visionaries would be an amazing one. Obviously, Dino Riders for me is a big one, and things like that. So yeah, I think those two really for me.
Yeah, I mean, Visionaries, we've got a new toy line coming out, so I'm hoping that reignites passion for Visionaries. With good old Super 7, that would be very cool. Ulysses as well was a great cartoon that never, Ulysses 31 or something I think it is, or 81, which never really gets talked about anymore. Very cool. Sorrel?
Mighty Max.
Yeah, Mighty Max.
There was a cartoon when I was growing up. It had toys, comic books, book tie-ins. It had everything, and it just vanished into obscurity, didn't it? And never came back. No one ever seems to have tried to bring it back.
Yeah.
Did you say Mighty Mouse?
Max.
Mighty Max.
Max.
Hey, man, I never heard of that.
It was like Polly Pocket, so it was like a little compact little toy that kids had. Girls had Polly Pocket, which was like a Barbie, and then boys had Mighty Max, and it was like a little boy that fought monsters.
Yeah,
But, cool.
it's a great little
Very
series.
cool toys.
Yeah, great question from Jason there. We'll end on a question from Wayne. Who's got the biggest feet? I mean, I'm trying to think, should I say it or not? But I'm going to say it anyway because we know each other. Sorrel's at a bit of a disadvantage here because he's only got the one. So, so Sorrel, will start with you.
My foot's expandable. What about yours, mate? Mine's made of plastic.
Sorrel's can
Mine gets bigger in the sun.
Sorrel's can be as big as he wants. So he's like, yeah. Okay, so at
Me dancing, you spin around twice, my foot taller.
I'm a size. This is terrible. I don't even know what size shoe I am anymore. I don't think I've bought me any shoes for years because I don't buy the bloody things. Alona buys them. I think I'm a size 8. I haven't got shoes on. I think I'm a size 8. Efren.
I'm a size 12.
What?
Yeah.
12?
Yeah.
You're practically a clown. You need Simon, what size are your feet?
I was size 9. So.
9. Okay. Sorrel?
7.
7. There you go. So Efren has the biggest feet. I hope that's answered your question, Wayne, and I hope you're happy with that response. Right, guys, let's quickly go through these questions, and then we shall end up at the 2-hour mark. Transformers. Yeah, I would tend to agree. I've had 3 X-Men ones now, Peter. I'm currently own none, though. Been through phases of selling them and then later buying them. That's okay though, mate. All part of collecting. So I think you're absolutely right. I think if I think of something like my Pride and Joy, which is my Thor, my Journey into Mystery 83, I see myself selling that, but then I see myself buying a better copy at some point down the line. Do you know what I mean? So it might be that I end up selling everything and then focusing on a couple of key books and getting better grades for them. I don't know. Be hard to name a franchise that hasn't focused on nostalgia. That is true. Hot take: Potter is shite.
Wow.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I rewatched them recently with Thomas. Thoroughly enjoyed them.
I'm watching them right now again.
Apart from the camping trip of boredom, whichever one that is, the one in the middle where they're just fanny on. Oh, that one does my head in. I can't. It's part 2 of something. Oh, I can't remember.
Deathly Hallows. Is this the ending?
No, not the last one. The one where they're literally just moping around in a tent for the entire thing. Ron takes a huff and goes wandering off for a
Deathly
few.
Hallows. That's Deathly
Is
Hallows.
that yeah. God, crap.
One of the last ones.
Yeah. Would you take 50 pence a week for the rest of my life? Probably not. Sod Potter. Yeah, not a love of Potter. Thundercats is coasting on Tigra's awesome Tash right now. The Tash and blind bags. They've got like repeated blind bags coming out, Chris. I've bought one and then I've ordered 5 copies of 2 different blind bags from it. I'm thinking, what the hell? Anyway, Marvel should age up a bit, reduce the comics from 616 and start again. Yeah. Blake's a 7. Blake 7. I never really watched that back in the day. Any of you guys watch Blake 7?
Never heard of it.
I think it's a British sci-fi, Efren, that was pretty ropey back in the day in terms of special effects and stuff. But it's got a big following over here. Not one I ever watched, I have to be honest. Jason the Wheeled Warriors. Yeah, classic. Absolute classic. Sin City. I want more comics, movies, and a TV show. That would be interesting. Rewatched that one recently, actually, since the original Sin City. Great movie. I picked up the Mask toys due to nostalgia. Pure shit show. Lesson learned by Vintage. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Andy. These are the figures, the updated ones by Loyal Subjects. I've got my, they're not calling it Rhino Rig, but I've got my Rhino Rig downstairs. Just came the other day waiting to be opened and reviewed. And I know that I'm not into something when it sits there for a long time. And I've got no desire to go down and open it up. So yeah, disappointed with them. Now, I didn't know this. Don't know if you guys knew this. Dolly Parton is a producer on Buffy.
She's probably just got money to burn to put into the project, surely. She's probably
That's an
funded the
interesting
project
one.
as a producer, hasn't she?
How dare you, sir? How dare you? Buffy Dead in the Water. I'll not have it, and I'll not hear it. Sarah Michelle Gellar can do no wrong, and it's been amazing seeing her kind of come back to shows and movies over the last year or two. She's in Ready or Not 2, and it looks brilliant in that, so looking forward to that. I've got a lot of faith in the Buffy reboot, because it's not a reboot. It's a continuation of the story with Buffy still being Buffy. So I'm assuming she's going to be like a mentor role. So yeah, looking forward to that.
I just looked it up and it says it's coming this year on Hulu. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's going to be great. I'm confident. Pretty sure Sorrel's the one who could kick any of the rest of you in the face. Yeah, I can't get my legs that high anymore. Yeah. Is that US 12? That's about 6 in feet exchange rate. All right, yeah. You're probably right. I'm size 12.5, sometimes a 13. Jesus. Maybe I'm just abnormal. Sorrel, NECA just revealed Ben Cooper Star Trek figures.
Slightly obsessed with these Ben Cooper figures, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, they are nice little figures, mind.
So
They are
I
nice.
got the art of the clown one of the day, and I got Leatherface, but it's much more sinister when you give a kid a chainsaw, isn't it?
Yeah. They do look cool. They do look cool. Harry Potter and the Dark Bum. Oh, gee. Oh, yeah. Space 1999. Yeah, I remember that one. I think I've seen that one. Have I seen Space 1999? I can't remember. It's like Lucille. I'd watch Sarah Michelle Gellar watch Paint Dry. Yeah, mine as well. I got Sarah Michelle Gellar's first. I got a signed book of Sarah Michelle Gellar a little while ago, and they sent with the package. I didn't order these, honestly, guys. They sent some kind of like large scale lads mags, you know, like Zoo or Nuts or whatever, but an American version. In one of them, it's in my box up here. One of them's got a very interesting image of Sarah Michelle Gellar on the front that's being taken for a particular age group, I think. Yeah.
I'll check it out later on.
Yeah, it was very good. It was
Please
very
show
good.
it to me.
Yeah. It's like Lucille Ball got Star Trek, the OG series on TV.
Yeah.
Right, chaps. I think we're at the end. We're nearly on 2 hours. Anything you want to mention before we go? What have you got coming up on your channels? We'll start with you, Efren.
Peter and I are going to do our monthly advanced orders in a couple of weeks, and I finally reached out to a certain artist, and hopefully we're going to have an interview with him in April. So hopefully that's going to be happening. He's one of our favorite artists, I would say. So besides that, just hanging out with you guys, which I always enjoy.
Good stuff. Thank you, Efren. Just so you know as well, I've messaged the guy who wrote Everything Dead and Dying to see if he fancies an interview. He's not getting back to us yet, but we'll see if he picks it up. That would be cool. Simon, I know you've not got a YouTube channel, but what are you up to at the moment? We're going to see you at some cons in the future.
I'll be coming up with some cons and things like that. So I might. I like my gaming at the moment. I've been busy with work at the moment, but I've been thinking maybe like doing some streams on Twitch or something, like do some gaming streams or something. So
good stuff. Are you coming to Liverpool Comic Con? I can't remember if you said you're coming or not.
No, I haven't looked. When is it again? Is it?
I want to see me.
May. I could probably look into going then. Yeah.
Come and see the chat. Come and see the chat now with us. Sorrel, what have we got coming up on your channel, pal?
So tomorrow I'm going to go see that film, Death Whistle. You know about that?
Oh, is that out tomorrow, is it?
That's out tomorrow, so I'm going to go see that tomorrow.
Woman in it, isn't it?
Yeah, Daphne Keane, she's in this one. So I've got a vlog of me going to cinema to see that tomorrow. And then over the weekend, I've got a bunch of Funkos I bought the other day. But speaking of the chat, I'm tempted to come with Pete so I can get him to sign this.
Yeah. Yeah, that is very cool.
Oh, wow. Put that up again. Let me see that again, please. I'm sorry. Took me a second to remember.
So it's the Twilight Zone. It was a Nightmare at 20,000.
Oh, yes.
It's called or something. And I also got to go with it. Obviously, I had to get the little gremlin, the weird little gremlin monster to go with it. So I've got both.
I know that's cool.
Very cool.
Because like I was saying to Pete, I think everyone at that con's going to have Trek for him to sign. I'm going to be the only person in line with something from Twilight Zone. Really, I think.
Is it a photo shoot with him too, Peter?
I'm not going to the signing event. I'm going to the photo shoot.
Okay.
So because I've got some stuff signed by him, so I'm going to get a photo with him. Yeah. Yeah, so no, looking forward to that. Are you live again on Sunday as well, Sorrel?
Oh, no, I'm live on Wednesday nights.
Oh, for you Sunday. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well,
So lots going on.
We've got New York Toy Fair this weekend, so I'm guaranteed that me or you or one of us will do something about all the stuff that's coming out. Surely one of us are going to cash in on that, so I'm sure we'll do something over the weekend.
Sorrel, I want you to do a poll on your channel. Who's the favorite other guy? 1, 2, or 3?
Andy literally just realised Simon was on the screen. Did you confuse him? Did you think it was James T. Keegan? Just he'd had an entire body shave. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't mention Shat's hair. I'm going to grab it, Andrew. I'm going to grab it and give it a shake and see what happens. Okay, listen, chaps, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Let one know, drop us a line on Instagram if this is the kind of show you like. We tend to do slide-based shows where we talk about current news and stuff like that, but we quite enjoy just sitting, shooting shit and having a bit of a chat, to be perfectly honest. So if you enjoy this kind of show, I mean, 20 odd people have you been watching, so I hope you do. If you like this kind of stuff, let one know and we shall do more of it. Thank you so much for coming on, guys. Simon, always a pleasure seeing you, pal. I know we mock you, but we do love you. So thank you so much for coming on, bud.
No
for now, though, that's your whack. We'll catch you all next time. Take care. Bye.
The curtains close. It's time to go. We really hope you enjoyed the show. Check out my channel for more geeky fun and hit like, subscribe before you run. All that remains is our thanks to you from Triple G and his YouTube crew. We really do hope you come on back, but for now, that's your whack. Yeah, that's your whack.